Smash TV with your girl Emma Okafo. I have the lovely, beautiful group SHiiKANE with me.
Hi.
Hello. So we've got Anime SHiiKANE.
Yes.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Looking glorious, fantastic. I think you're the first girl group that we've had here on Urban Smash TV.
Cool.
So this is a great privilege to have you girls here today. Right, so we do our Urban Smash icebreakers. So I guess one person will pick one and then you'll answer individually.
Okay.
So who wants to pick?
Okay. Oh god.
Oh no.
What does it say?
She's just her that has to answer.
No, everyone has to answer.
Do you have a party trick?
I do.
There you go.
I don't know if I should do it on camera.
Yeah, go on.
I've got a few actually. Okay, one is touch your toes. I can touch my.
I knew you were gonna say that.
But I don't want to do that. So because it's gonna ruin my makeup. I can twist my tongue around.
Okay.
So.
Oh, look at that. There you go.
That's
party
rubbish.
trick.
Is that a party trick?
Have you got one?
Who does that? Who does a party go? Do something more impressive.
Okay.
So to mine. It's what Beyonce of the group.
Have you got a trick? Is that?
But I wasn't calling it a trick though.
Have you got one?
No, not really.
So there you go. Shay, have you got one?
Like who thinks like I don't know, it's such a to me, like when people ask that question, I always find it random.
Okay.
Because I just think who thinks of that? Like who thinks of party tricks?
I don't have one. Do you have one?
I don't have a party trick. I don't think so. Who
So
does?
I'm the only one who has one.
No, I don't know.
You've got one being short.
See? Then only 2 seconds. I get the insults already.
Come on, that's
no magic.
And do you know what? I'm gonna take my shoe off because I've actually got a block and I've got time,
Oh, look at it. So that means you're even shorter.
I'm even shorter.
That's a party trick. Take off your shoes, isn't it? Take off your shorts.
Here you go.
Okay, my party trick is being short. So actually, it's only you that has a party trick.
Exactly. We haven't got it. We're
Bravo.
Thank you.
Girls, already you seem like so much fun. So much fun. When is the movie coming out? When is the cartoon coming out? I want to know.
Cartoon. We actually are going to have a cartoon coming out.
Are you seriously going to have a cartoon?
We're working on it at the moment. Yeah. No, we did our second mixtape that we did. Was called Paradise on Saturn.
Wow. Okay.
And the artwork for that was our cartoon characters. So we were like, why don't we? And because we're quite playful as well, yeah. So it's definitely something that we definitely want to explore.
So girls, how did this group get formed? How did it all start? Take us through the journey.
Well, we're sisters, obviously, so we kind of grew up together singing and everything, and it was our mum who basically said, girls, why don't you guys form a band? Why don't you become a group and sing together? So that was kind of how it started. And, yeah,
like how all good groups start, the Jackson vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just started forming this group, or your mum suggested that you should form this
Because
group?
me and Shay, and we're twins,
Yes.
and we used to, and she's only 9 minutes older, but anyway. 9 minutes means a lot, 9 minutes. So anyway, we used to sing together, and then and Kay used to went to drama school. So when she finished drama school, that was when our mum said, you know, I think she should join the group, and you guys should, you know, because at that time, you know, I think it was, you know, Destiny Child, and you know, obviously he had like a lot of really good, you know, trios.
Yeah.
And that formula kind of works really well, you know. So our mum was like, you know, you guys should definitely form a group and see how it goes.
So your music, how would you class your music? Because when I hear your music, I kind of get this Afrobeat kind of vibe from your style, which is very interesting because I don't believe there is kind of like an Afrobeat girl group out there at the moment.
And isn't that exciting?
And that is exciting. Isn't there an Afrobeat?
We have monopoly over the market.
Do you know what? In general, there isn't a lot of females doing Afrobeat. Period. Anyway, like if you go to we spend a lot of time back home in Nigeria, and in most of the shows,
you're lucky if you get one female performing. There'll be like 20 artists and only one of them is a female.
Yeah, of course.
So, you know, to even think that there'd be a female group as well, if you think of male groups, you know, you can really only think of maybe, you know, the main one you think of is Peaceway. You don't really think of anyone else. And Bracket, yeah.
R2Bs.
Yeah, so there's not that many. There's like about 3 or 4 males, talk less to say, or females. So, but in terms of how we would describe our music is pop music. We've always sang pop music, and before we got heavily into the Afrobeat, we used to sing quite a lot of R&B, but even that was pop infused with rock as well and hip hop. So our music, it's like Afro pop. Yeah.
But at the moment, you're getting quite a lot of buzz, especially with your videos being on YouTube. You know, it's got a lot of views. How is that? I mean, how did you even go about getting your first song released and getting a music video for that song?
Well, we run our own record label, Mama A Records, which is named after our late mum. So she was like, Mama A was like her stage name. So she was like the 4th member of SHiiKANE. She really was. She'd be like, yeah, Mama A. So anyway, so we started the label in her memory, and the main reason why we started the label was because we were kind of finding it difficult for people to see the vision for a female Afrobeat group. So, you know, a lot of the females that have been successful in the scene have been affiliated with a big label.
Majority.
Yeah, all of them have been affiliated with a big label that's run by men, and they're like the only female, and then they push the female to the front and whatever. So, but because we're a group, that opportunity didn't arise for us. So we were like, well, we can't wait for people to say, oh yeah, let's co-sign this group. So we just said, it was even our mum was like, oh, why are you people waiting? Go and do it yourself. You know, you guys have got jobs, I can help you. Because our mum was, you know, she was our investor. So she, you know, she funded a lot of what we did when she was here. So she was like, you know, I'll give you the money, go and do it. I believe in you, go and do it. So she was actually the first person that kind of helped us with our first couple of projects. She basically paid for everything. She paid for us to live in Atlanta. She paid for, like, our mum was, you know, Joe Jackson. Yeah. Without the violence, you know, so.
Just throw that one in.
Yeah. Disclaimer. So it was more kind of out of not having a choice. We had to just get up and just do it ourselves. So, you know, when people call themselves bosses, like, we are.
Yeah. So you're just kind of in charge of your own things. Do you make the decisions over what kind of music you sing and how the music video shoot's going to go out?
Everything. Right? Every single detail we have a part in, and I think initially when people meet us, that can be overwhelming for them. Yeah. Because I think when our first music video we shot about a little under a year after our mum died, and we went to LA and shot that with Taj Mahal, who at the time had just finished shooting for Rihanna and everyone else, and that was very overwhelming. So we took a back seat, and although the video was fantastic, it wasn't everything that we probably would have done. So we decided the next project after that we were going to definitely take more charge. We were going to make sure we were a bit more vocal, and I think that was when our CEO spirit, our whole how do I say, boss attitude kind of kicked in. And but at the same time, we're very mindful of the fact that people still have a problem being told what to do by women as well. So you do have to be careful how your delivery, otherwise, you know, you can come across a bit, you know. And we're very tall.
Yes, you are.
And loud. So you know, we try to be mindful of how we deliver things, but at the same time, if you're not doing it right, you will be told, because we're paying for it. It's not free.
Of course, Have you been approached by managers being like, "Oh, I want to take you girls in, take you out to the room"?
You know, my the story is long. After our mum died, we hired a manager. He basically ripped us off. He took all of our inheritance, and he stole our dreams. Long story short, he left us broke. So for about 2 years after our mum died, we shot the video in LA, as Shay said. Came back, met this manager. Basically ended up being broke. We're bankrupt, literally that broke. And we didn't do music for about 1.5 years, 2 years. and then we came back and recorded Paradise on Saturn. And if anybody has listened to that album, it's very angry, it's very vengeful. The album,
basically our therapy.
yeah, that album was like 16 songs of just going at this manager. I think we even said his name in a couple of songs. We were so angry.
Yeah.
But then it was almost like, it's weird because it's like we almost owe him, like we need to thank him because without him ripping us off and doing all of that, we wouldn't have realised, you know what, we need to be in control of everything that we do. You know, obviously you need a team, you need people to support you, but ultimately you have to know your vision and stick to it. Don't allow anybody to sway you. You know, we were emotionally weak at that time because, you know, we were grieving. So he was able to infiltrate us and influence us, and we made decisions that we wouldn't make now. So I just think sometimes, even when you're weak, if you have a plan, even if, you know, the devil's telling you, oh, do something different,
Stick to it.
read your plan again and remind yourself, oh, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is the direction I'm going in. I've given myself 5 years, let me stick to it. You know, so I think it was a hard lesson for us to learn.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you've come on here today and shared your story, because I'm sure a lot of viewers will watch this and have been in the same situation, because there's so many young people out there putting their videos on YouTube. It'll get a lot of buzz, and then they'll get these managers, oh, I want to train you, I want to do this with you, and you know, it'll end up kind of not going anywhere, or
do you know the biggest advice somebody said to us, gave to us? They said to us, don't get a manager only get a manager if they can do what you can't do.
Right, that's very good advice.
Yeah, so if somebody's coming to the table saying, yeah, I can do this and I can do that, if you can do it yourself, why are you going to hire them to do it? So you can sit back and say you've got a manager.
Right, yeah.
It's like you're giving someone 20% for nothing when you can do it yourself. Work a bit harder, like we haven't slept for 3 days because we've been hustling and doing everything we've got to do, you know. It's a lot because we actually have full-time jobs as well. People think that we wake up and we're just SHiiKANE. No. we work. You know, so it is a lot, and it would be easier for us at this moment in time to get a manager, but we haven't met anybody that can do what we can't do.
And so you need to connect with the person as well. You kind of have to be on that level with them. Otherwise, if you're not seeing eye to eye with your management, how are they going to manage you? You need to have the same dream.
But everything over here and in Europe and in the States, we do it ourselves. So, I mean, in terms of Nigeria, I do think it's an essential, especially for a female artist, to have a manager.
Right.
Because it's just a different social construct. It's everything is different, and whether we like it or not, you know, it's a man's world in Africa, in period anyway, as far as I'm concerned, but more so in Africa. So I do think it's important to have that kind of representation to avoid a lot of uncomfortable situations. So in that sense, we do. I think, in that sense, we do have management, and we connect with him wholly. He totally gets SHiiKANE. He understands that we can be annoying and everything. And there's been a couple of decisions that he hasn't necessarily agreed with, but we've dug our heels in, and we've, like SHiiKANE, for instance. He loved the song, but he didn't think that should have been the next single.
Right.
You know, he didn't necessarily even think it should have been a single.
But he's doing so well.
Right. So we had a vision. We knew what we wanted to do, and we had that conviction. And when he had his doubts, you know, we were like, no, we want to release it. We got back to the hotel and we were like, is he right? Like maybe we shouldn't. But then we were like, no, like we know it's a hit song, and we performed it at industry night, and everybody was like, yeah, you know, like we had like Don Jazzy behind us and all like everybody in the industry, and we could see them grooving, and we were like, this song is this song. No, and it was when we performed it at industry night that he now said, that song, more that song.
I told you this was
So I think that was possibly, I think when we fired our previous manager, like Anime said, that was a lesson that we learned, and it was kind of like, you know, you've got to just stand up for what you believe in, and we can't always be right, we're not Jesus, do you understand? But we know that, I think 9 times out of 10, in general, I think people are afraid to actually do what is in their heart, you know, and I think that's why a lot of people don't really survive in this industry, because we've been at this for a minute, and we've got a lot of doubters, a lot. Some of them people that are really close to us as well, and it's disappointing. It can even be quite demoralizing to think that, you know, that people don't see it the way you see it, you know. But I think in life you do have to nobody is obliged to do anything in life, even your parents. And I think once as humans we kind of understand that, I think things are a lot easier, because you sometimes you expect even your family to help you, and when they don't do it, especially if they're in a position to do it, you're like, what's going on here? You know, it can really hurt your spirit. But I think when in life you accept nobody is obliged to do anything for you. You know, it would be nice, and you know, it would be nice if they could. But once you accept that, oh no, you sleep very well, and then you get up and then you do it yourself. You know, so that's what I would. That's the advice that I would give to young people. Don't wait for anybody to help you. You know, if somebody does offer to help you and it's genuine, and you've invested and you've done your investigation and you know that this is a genuine offer, go for it. Because some people, you know, get that assistance quite early on in their career. It's rare, but some people do. You know, but if you don't let that put you off from your dream. You know, continue, keep on hustling. You know, if you've got to work a 9 to 5 to pay for studio sessions, do that. You know, if you've got to, you know, do things for free because people don't think that they need to pay you, do it. Because in 2 years' time, they'll be paying you. You know, so don't compare yourself to other people either. Don't do that, because that is the worst thing you can do in any industry. Compare yourself to somebody else.
Just focus on yourself. Focus on your goals. Have a plan, because you will get knocked back. Like, we've got knocked back, and you just need to keep at it. Keep at your goal, and you'll get there.
Thank you so much, girls. This has been absolutely amazing. You've given so much good advice. What is up next for SHiiKANE? What are you working on at the moment?
Well, at the moment we're working on our show. We have a kind of like a reality TV show, but it's going to be a real one, not a scripted one.
Right.
So all of like
the real reality.
Yeah, all of like the random stuff and the stuff that we shouldn't say in public, and you know, just everything is going to be on the show. We are promoting SHiiKANE, our current single, produced by P2J. We also have another amazing single coming out.
Yeah, our new single, it's co-produced by Harry Songs and Amir, and it's called Swele. And that will be released in September. And we'll be running a fabulous competition to go with that.
Lovely.
Yeah, there'll be a chance to win money, iPads, Beats by Dre headphones. So so that is what we've got mainly got coming. I mean, we've got some shows coming up as well. So yeah,
exciting things. Well, can you just tell our watchers where they can find you on Twitter or anything like that?
Yeah, we're on everything.
Yeah,
Twitter @SHiiKANE. You can find everything on YouTube @SHiiKANE. We're the Three Amigas on Instagram. What else? If you want to bookings, it's at SHiiKANE@gmail.com.
Yeah, and SHiiKANE is with 2 eyes, because I think there's like this amazing like Japanese cartoon character called SHiiKANE as well, with 1 eye. Sometimes,
I think there's an E on the end though.
Isn't there?
No, I think it's like SHiiKANE.
Oh, okay.
But it's similar.
But you can check that out as well if you like anime. It's really good.
So, girls, where did your name SHiiKANE come from?
It's a combination of all of our names.
Oh, okay.
So Shay, K, anime.
Makes sense.
And the reason why we have 2 eyes in our name, because people ask us all the time, is because everyone has 2 eyes. Not really, no. The reason why is because for us, you know, we're Christians, we're born Christians, and it's kind of like there's everybody, even if you're not a Christian, Sha, you know there's a spiritual eye. And that is what we mean. You use your carnal eye, but you need to use your spiritual eye in life as well, because that has got us out of a lot of problems. Somebody even tried to initiate us in Freemasonry when we were in America.
God. Really?
Yes.
Yeah, it was nuts.
They took us. We met a manager,
right?
And he was like, "Yeah, hey guys, I got this amazing show. I want you guys to perform at. It's a women's event." We're like, "Oh, it's gonna be really good. We can meet loads of women." We get there and there's like this star on the floor, and we were like, "Oh, there's a star on the floor. Okay." Went to sit down and see all these women, everyone looking nice.
They came at us greeting us.
Okay.
And then we looked at the pamphlet and we saw the name of the group. Let's say we thought it was a women's meet, like a fellowship, you know, for church or something. So I said to my sisters, this thing looks like Mason or something. They said, no, how can you bring us here? But you know, in America, a lot of their clubs are based on masonry. Yeah. So what we did is we said we were going to the bathroom, and for some reason I had my laptop. Right. We snuck out to the bathroom, got into the Wi-Fi, and then we Googled the name of the group, and we saw it was the Women's Freemasonry. It was like one of the highest like lodges in the Freemasonry.
My.
We like packed our things. We went back. We go to him. We said, yeah, we can't perform here. Then he was like, why? And we said, we're Christians. Like this, we can't do this. You know. And then he was like, oh, what do you mean? It's not like that. But we were like, no, we actually need to go. And we left. Yeah. So there you go. Two eyes.
There you go. It does exist and it does happen.
Really
Thank you so much, girls. You've been so much fun. I wish you all the best in the future, and I'm looking forward to all of your future work. Thank you. I'm looking forward to your future work. But thank you, and the cartoon. I can't wait for that either.
Thank you.
Thank you, girls. You've been watching Urban Smash TV. We'll catch you very soon.